What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Foreign Insight Podcast with your host, Maddox, man. And it's a very disturbing video that's went viral of a lady asking another woman a question about pro-life. The lady didn't like the reporter or interviewer was holding up a mirror and repeating what the lady was saying back to her after the lady was saying some stupid ish out her mouth. She couldn't take, oh, I sound like a fool. I apologize. Instead, she played victim and attacked the reporter or interviewer. Without further ado, let's break down this video together, shall we?
Have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
You have a channel?
Yeah, we're doing some interviews today.
I love your skin tone too.
Thank you. Such a
Yes.
good vibe.
Of course.
Well, awesome. So we're asking people's opinion today on Planned Parenthood. Are you familiar with them?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know what they provide?
Yes. Abortions.
Yes.
Yes.
The first thing she went to was abortions with Planned Parenthood. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Safe abortions.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know any other services that they provide?
I know, like, to teens, if you're under 18, you could get like birth control, condoms, counseling. They offer a lot of, beneficial things that the youth really should use right now.
Okay. So you have a pretty positive view of Planned Parenthood.
I mean, majority. I don't know. Is this like a yes or no? Am I
It's
wrong?
your opinion.
But yeah, that is definitely my opinion. I feel like, especially as teens, people get caught up in things that they really don't want to commit to for their entire lives. So if you get caught up with the wrong guy, you think you're in love, and then boop, now you stuck. Not stuck, but you're stuck with a baby for the rest of this time, literally the rest of their lives and your life, if you're that kind of mother, because some women just don't have it in them and they abandon them and abuse them and all kind of shit. And it's like, girl, just get rid of it if you know you're gonna do that.
Get rid of them.
Do y'all see what's happening here? Get rid of the baby through abortion because the mother is a bad parent. Why not just give the baby away to somebody else who wants a loving child? But let's continue.
Why not just give them to another family that's good?
No, but exactly, even that, and that's another option that Planned Parenthood offers. So it's like, if you know that you are not the being who can provide for this child, then there are alternative options out there for you. So I definitely understand why people do abort children. Don't have babies that you don't want. Don't have babies that men are telling you in front of your face that they do not want. I wish them would stop doing that. Like it's like a plan to.
Why don't they just?
keep them.
Why don't they just stop having sex with people they don't want to have a child with?
That too. To me, it's always pro-choice, your body, your life, because that baby is gonna be a baby.
As a baby,
Yeah, and you're gonna have that baby
person.
forever. So
Yeah. Well, do you know that Planned Parenthood gets nearly $700 million of our taxpayer money every year?
700 million. I mean, honestly, I can't go against Planned Parenthood. I just can't. $700 million for how many single mothers?
Of our
Y'all see what just happened? She already being biased by still saying she cannot go against Planned Parenthood, although it's destroying the black race. And then try to swindle it and switch the narrative to single mothers. She's very slick, but try to sway the conversation in a way. I hope y'all peep that.
money, but they're not giving it to single mothers, though. Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna just, single out where it is that our tax dollars go, then the police, respectfully.
So it's really interesting because
What do the police have to do with $700 million of taxpayers' money going to Planned Parenthood? You see how she tried to deflect the conversation elsewhere? And the interviewer doing a good job of keeping her on track.
Since 2010, prenatal care has been down for 80% since 2010 at Planned Parenthood. Adoption referrals. So this is why this is research straight from their yearly report of 2022 to 2023, I believe it is. And so they're a 501c3. They have to tell us what they do every single year. So this is straight.
Which should be any union corporation. If we are paying tax dollars towards you, I need to know that you are doing the job and doing it correctly.
Right. But let me continue to tell you. So the STI testing and treatment down 15% since 2019. Client numbers down overall 34% since 2006.
Nobody has insurance. I don't have insurance.
Donors down 21%. Contraceptives down 44%. Breast screenings, manual breast exams down over 80%. And you mentioned adoption. They commit 228 abortions for every one adoption referral. So why are they getting so much more money yet all of their services are going down?
The services are going down because people are afraid. Women.
What are they afraid of?
Women don't know. They don't know what they're exposing their bodies to. A lot of people, especially behind abortion, there's a stigma.
But their abortion.
So hold up. So women are afraid and they don't know what they're exposing their bodies to. So they're not afraid of raw dick. They're not afraid of penis. One can give you a STD, HIV, or a baby. But I kid you not. If you let women like this talk and you believe them, they will give you some of the worst advice of all times. Literally.
Are going up. So they used to have this slogan where they said safe, legal, and rare. That's what we want. Safe, legal.
One more thing too. I never seen so much women in my life, black and colored women in my life, to support a white supremacist creation, invention, Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger, eugenics. We say we're so against white supremacy and white privilege. This creation, Planned Parenthood, was to literally help enhance or help grow their population while destroy ours. And y'all support that ish.
Rare abortions until it was exposed that a lot of these facilities were requiring abortion quotas. So the more abortions each facility did, the more praise that they would get awards. And so it's really interesting. That doesn't really make it seem like they want safe, legal, and rare abortions.
How many people can you think or are you going to assume would literally abandon their children with no repercussions from the state?
No, it's called Safe Haven Baby Boxes. We're at a fire station or hospital. You can leave your baby and the mother doesn't have to do anything with it. But that's better than killing her baby through abortion, right?
No, ma'am.
It's not better to give your baby up to a family who wants them instead of killing them?
No, ma'am.
So hold up. This lady said it's not better to giving your baby up versus just aborting the baby. What? If the baby's already here and you're saying, why put the baby in a potential harm's way by getting through the system, then guess what? How about prevent it from even happening in the first place? While having protected sex or being on birth control. These things together work. But no, you'd rather say, let me just get pregnant, be reckless, and then kill the baby. Why just prevent pregnancy just in general?
I've seen so many stories and countless, literally countless stories.
What happens in an abortion?
They literally suck the life out of you. They're going to take the whole baby out. And as they should, because I shouldn't be a taxpayer paying child support and food stamps and WIC for women.
You should be a taxpayer paying for abortions?
Exactly. But as for a woman who didn't want the baby in the first place, that doesn't make sense to me. Don't ever sit here and lock yourself down with a man who already told you he doesn't want to be with you. He doesn't.
I agree with you.
I'm not disagreeing with you either.
She's kind of all over the place. I do agree with that part too. Do not have a child that both parents didn't want to be here if you're going to go that route. but don't wait till the last minute to do so.
Understand?
You don't get to kill the
what I'm
baby just
saying
because
is
their dad didn't
that
want
you
them.
can.
Should we kill the kids in foster care? And
Why not?
that
Why not? If that's the case,
we should kill the kids in foster care that aren't wanted.
who's gonna take care of them? I need to know the percentage of people who take children from foster care and abuse them and molest them, who make them like personal slaves.
We should just kill them.
Statistics before you come to me talking about pro-life.
We should.
Here's the problem. A lot of the molestations and the murder is happening in the home. Yes, foster care do also experience things like this, 100%. Not the overwhelm of cases. The overwhelmed cases are in the actual home. But for some weird reason, we keep thinking that foster care automatically equates to the child being molested or being mistreated. So now we're going to punish the victim? The lady just holding a mirror up to her to understand her question and try to make her hear the dumb shit she's saying out her mouth. So the interviewer is the bad person for trying to let the interviewee hear what she's saying and comprehend what the hell she's saying. She's the bad one? Wow.
Kill the
As a
victims of
child?
molestation.
I think, what does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned people
What I'm
molesting
saying
children. We should.
See what I'm talking about, y'all? This happens a lot with women. Is that they say things and then you repeat what they actually said back to them. They say, where did that come from? That shows you that they're talking just to be talking. They're just talking to respond and not hear what you're actually asking them. So when you ask them, did you say molestation? Where did that come from? Where that come from? You just mentioned children being molested. So she asking you a question about a statement you just made. But you didn't even hear your own statement because you kept talking. Now she sound crazy for asking you something you just said. Did that make sense, y'all? But let's continue.
Kill the kids in foster care is what you said.
What I'm saying is in general, overall. If I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have
the
sex
baby or
then.
not.
Just don't have sex.
That's not even logical. You
It is.
dumb as
It is.
Who are you, Nancy?
I
fucking
sound
dumb?
down.
You do.
It is logical. 1 + 1 is 2. That's logic. If you don't want babies, you don't do the thing that create babies. That is very logical. And she told the lady, you sound stupid. What? She gave you a logical response, but she sounds stupid? You sound stupid. Close your legs. I don't understand this. So the Bible's stupid when it says, don't have sex until you're married. So that's stupid. What? Now, we all are guilty of this sin, having sex without marriage, 100%. Most of us are. But I'm just saying, shut up.
Okay.
It does, because even as teens.
Is what you said.
What I'm saying is in general, overall. If I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have
the
sex
baby or
then.
not.
Just don't have sex.
That's not even logical. You
It is.
dumb as
It is.
Who are you, Nancy?
I
fucking
sound
dumb?
down.
You
See? There you go, y'all. There it go. There it go. She said something that was foolish and then said not having sex isn't logical in the context of not having sex will prevent pregnancy. That is literally logical. Then insult the lady by calling her, you sound stupid as fuck, you sound dumb as fuck, while saying something stupid. So, mind you, lady in the blue dress just got insulted for stating the actual fact. You cannot get pregnant without intercourse.
I'm dumb as okay.
It does, because even as teens, people explore. And it's like, as funny as you want to be, people should still have the choice.
So you went from saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that your point of view is very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
Wow. Wow. So mind you, this fat girl can insult someone and call them, you sound stupid as fuck, you sound dumb as hell. And lady said, I sound dumb, but you're the one who said X, Y, and Z. And somehow, social media is saying the lady in the blue dress is wrong for letting her know I sound stupid for being logical, but you sound stupid for saying it's okay to unalive children in foster care. You punch her in the face because you couldn't control your emotions and you look stupid. You insulted her. She put the mirror back up to your face by saying, I sound stupid, when you actually said something that was illogical. Nobody twists her words up. That was her saying dumb-ish because emotions. So if you call somebody else stupid and that person, no, actually, in fact, you said something that didn't make any sense. So it's okay for this fat lady to punch her in the face?
You have a...
Then she says, suck my D. Now, is that logical? Do ladies has D's? Once again, a big child.
Oh my God.
Hey! What the f*** did you do?
Alright. Yeah,
She attacked my wife.
alright.
Your wife is attacking.
Yeah, so why you wanna?
Did y'all hear that? Watch this.
Alright. Yeah,
She attacked my wife.
alright.
Your wife is attacking.
She just lied on camera and said, your wife just attacked me. What? And they say, believe all women. This ish is out of hand. Her ass should be arrested. And for all y'all women out there who going to defend this lady from attacking a woman because she looked like an idiot, y'all are the problem. Nobody made her do this interview but herself. She decided to go into the interview. When you go into the interview, guess what happens, y'all? People ask you questions. And when you give answers, they will ask you a question to basically want you to explain your position or your views on the answer you gave. And if you sound stupid, they're going to ask you a question again to try to get you out of Dodge. You made yourself be stupid because your responses were not logical. It was all emotional based. What led you to insult her, then got mad when a lady point out that I don't sound dumb, you sound dumb by saying what you said, and then somehow she's the wrong one?
Yeah, so why you wanna?
Why is it following me? Why you following me?
Going to get arrested. Look. Don't worry.
She just punched me in the face. We were just doing a street interview with my camera and everything was fine for over 20 minutes or however long we were filming, and then she just punched me in the face. Oh my God.
look, bust the lady head. How about that? Okay. I'm seeing comments online when people saying that what she get for being condescending. This is what she gets. You deserve that. What? So we deserve women getting punched in the face because of words, because of an interview? But yet we always claim freedom of speech. But it's perfectly fine for her to get insulted and assaulted. Let me ask y'all a question. Let's just say roles was reversed. No. Matter of fact, y'all love bringing up race, right? Let's bring up race. Let's just say a black woman was interviewing a white woman, and the white woman got mad and attacked the black woman and punched her in the face while she interviewed her. Would y'all say she deserved it because she was condescending? Or would y'all say, keep your hands to yourself? If a man was being interviewed by a woman and the woman was saying some condescending things to the man and the man hauled off and smacked the shit out of her, would y'all say it's justifiable because she shouldn't have been condescending to the man? Nope, y'all wouldn't say. Y'all say the man was wrong. Y'all would say, no matter what you say, you don't put your hands on someone. I agree with that. So how is it okay that this lady gets to assault another black woman? People, if you can't take questions, then don't sign up to be asked questions. She deserved to be arrested. She can attack someone because she couldn't control her anger and her emotions from regular questions. You sound stupid. You kept saying ridiculous things out your mouth. People keep saying, but why is she asking these questions? That's what interviewers do. They ask questions. And if the lady didn't want to be asked any more questions, you know what her right is? She had the right to end the conversation and walk away. Nobody made her stand there and answer questions. But that part left out because women refuse to take accountability. This is embarrassing, y'all. I wish you a speedy recovery from that injury. And you're doing a good job for asking questions. Thank you. To the other lady, she should be arrested. With that being said, man, you have a good night. And have a good night.